I'm Hannah.
I'm Carol.
I'm Gen Z.
I'm a boomer.
And this is
Generation Chat.
Today we're going to be looking at the drug Ozempic. Specifically, how celebrities are abusing Ozempic, or are they abusing Ozempic? So it's actually a drug that was meant to treat adults with type 2 diabetes. However, the celebrities figured out that if you are on it, that you also lose a lot of weight. Because it's treating type 2 diabetes, is it abusing the drug only to use it for weight loss?
Well, that is an interesting question. And I will say I did look up on the Ozempic website, and they just keep going back to this is what we're prescribing it for. It's just to treat diabetes.
Okay.
So I would have to say from the way they're answering things on their own website that probably is an abuse of it.
Yeah, well, and also it's kind of strange because Ozempic actually has a sister drug called Wegovy, and that one is marketed as a weight loss drug.
Wegovy?
Yes, it's Wegovy. Wegovy.
Wegovy?
Wegovy.
Wegovy, do you?
We curvy, so Wegovy. Yes.
So, you know what? I do think that if it was probably safe to use for other means, they wouldn't be shying away from answering it on their own website.
Yeah, I feel like they're probably trying to avoid lawsuits because
Yes.
there was a lawsuit with Ozempic in 2023.
So that does show that there is some danger. So do you know what this reminds me of? Years ago, I would say it was probably in the 90s, there was a fad or a trend to use fen-phen.
Fen-phen.
But I believe it was like a stimulant. And so people were taking that and going, oh, this is great. It's a great way to lose weight. And no harm done, it seemed at the time. But as a few years went by, they were discovering that people that had been on fen-phen were actually having heart problems and heart attacks. So it was something that didn't show up right away.
Yeah.
But then you find out it actually was damaging. So what I find really disturbing about this with Ozempic, a lot of people, especially young people, I feel, do look up to celebrities. So what might be, a few people doing it, I think it can become such a crazy, wild trend.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was kind of thinking, is this a toxic trend? Because you could be leading people into taking this drug and then suddenly they have thyroid cancer from it, or they have kidney failure. You do have to think about it, and as a celebrity, when you have a ton of eyes on you, you're going to want to, at least I would think, you would want to think about the repercussions of doing things and having people follow.
Sometimes it's actually some of the doctors that are prescribing things, to use them in a manner that they were never intended for.
Yeah.
It's kind of that same sort of thing. It always comes back to, it seems like, this thing with weight loss.
Like, I realize that America as a whole is overweight. But, like,
yes.
Well, it seems like we're using drugs to kind of combat a symptom, but what's really the
What
cause?
is the root cause of it? A number of years ago, we had some folks come over from Australia, and they were astonished at the portions when they would order food and they would order dinner. We're ordering one meal and splitting it because they were just astounded. They were like, we can't possibly eat this. Okay, but we here just order one meal for ourselves, because when they each had ordered a meal, they were taking it home and they were eating lunch and dinner off of the one meal.
Right, exactly.
So that says something, and I think we need to look at not only the portions we're eating, the types of food we're eating. Are we getting enough movement and exercise? Because so much technology is keeping people, I think, sitting more and more stagnant. So yeah, I agree. I think we need to look at the cause as opposed to just keep trying to treat the symptoms. I think that's dangerous. So we want to ask you, what do you think? Do you think taking Ozempic as a means to lose weight, do you think that is a toxic trend? See you next time on Generation Chat.